So do you also use Zoho Forms to receive any kind of form submissions? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to create Apollo.io contact on Zoho Form submission. So I have created a lead form using Zoho Forms, and here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically using the details, a new contact should be created in my Apollo.io account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Zoho Forms with my Apollo.io account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create an Apollo.io contact whenever a Zoho Form submission is received. This integration will help you streamline your lead management by ensuring that every lead form submission instantly gets added to Apollo.io without any manual effort. So stay with me as I walk you through the step-by-step process. Okay, so as you all know that I use Zoho Forms to collect leads for my business, and I want to make sure that every new submission is instantly added to my Apollo.io database. This helps me manage my leads efficiently without manually transferring data. With this automation, whenever someone fills out my Zoho form, their details are automatically saved in Apollo.io, allowing me to track, nurture and reach out to them easily. It saves time, reduces errors and ensures that no potential lead is missed. This way I can focus on building relationships and growing my business instead of handling repetitive tasks. Okay, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Zoho Forms with my Apollo.io account using an automation software. And now firstly here in this video, we are going to see the working of this automation to understand this entire process more clearly. So now here to see the working of this automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to make a form submission over here. And here my objective is as soon as I'm going to make a form submission using this Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new contact should be created in my Apollo.io account. Okay, so now here I'm going to make a form submission. So here you can see the pre-fill details such as first name, last name, email and the phone number. So I'm going to click on the submit, and here you can see it says thank you, your response has been submitted. That means we have successfully generated a test response. So now let's go and check our Apollo.io account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new contact over here with the name demo user. Here you can see the company name and the email address. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this automation. Now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Zoho Forms with your Apollo.io account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/ina/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Apollo.io contact on Zoho Form submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So here in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Zoho Forms, as I'm receiving new form submission through Zoho Forms. So Zoho Forms is an online tool that lets you create custom forms for collecting information such as feedback, registrations or orders. So here in my Zoho Forms trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new form submitted, so that whenever we are going to receive new form submission through our Zoho Forms, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so now here after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Zoho Forms with Pabbly Connect. So I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Zoho Forms account. So this is my Zoho Forms account, and here under my forms you can see all the forms that I've created using Zoho Forms till now. So here in this particular case, I'm going to select my form as lead form. So I'm going to click on this edit, and here under my form I'm going to click on this integrations given on the top. And from here, I'm going to select my type of integration from the left side bar, that is webhooks over here. And here under webhook configuration, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL, content type and authorization type. So here for the webhook URL, I'm going to remove this previously existing webhook URL, and then I'm going to add a new webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And now here after adding the webhook URL, it is asking for the content type. So for that, I'm going to select application JSON and the authorization type as general. Scrolling little down, and then here it is asking for the payload parameters. So here you need to add all the payload parameters, that means the form fields and their variables, and after adding all the payload parameters, you have to click on the save given over here. So with this, we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Zoho Forms, or you can say we have successfully connected our Zoho Forms with our Pabbly Connect. So now here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. And to do a test submission, we need to generate a test response in our Zoho Forms. So for that, let me take you back to my form. And again, here I'm going to enter some dummy data and do a test submission. So here for the name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, and a random phone number, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says thank you, your response has been submitted. So now let's go and check our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the phone number, last name, first name and the email address. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So once we have received a new form submission through our Zoho Forms, then automatically I want to add the lead received as a new contact in my Apollo.io account. So for that, I need to connect my Apollo.io account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as Apollo.io. So Apollo.io is a platform that helps businesses find and connect with potential customers. So here in my Apollo action step, I'm going to select my action event as create a contact, so that whenever we are going to receive a new form submission through our Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new contact is going to be created in our Apollo account. Okay, so now here to connect my Apollo with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Apollo account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API key. So it says you can get the API key from here. So I'm going to click on this hyperlink given over here, as I've already logged in my Apollo.io account. And here you can see it has directly taken me to the API management window of my account. So I'm going to click on this API keys, and here you can see some already existing API key. So I'm going to use this previously existing API key, which is named as new lead. Here if you wish, then you can generate the new API key and then use it. So I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and then I'm going to paste the API key over here. So this is the API key, and now I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the first name, last name and some other details. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step. Mapping makes our text dynamic, so that whenever we are going to receive a new form submission through our Zoho Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name. Here I'm going to map the last name. And then here it is asking for the organization name. So here I'm going to enter my own organization name such as ABC Company manually, because I'm not receiving any organization name through my form response. So this is the organization name, and here for the email I'm going to map the email address. Moving forward, here this title, website URL and address are not required fields, so I'm going to leave all of them blank. But if you want to add any of the details, then you can do it as per your need. And here for the contact stage, I'm going to select the stage as interested. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new contact in our Apollo.io account for the new form submission received through our Zoho Forms. So now let's go and check our Apollo account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new contact with the name test user. Here you can see the company name and the email as test@pabblytools.com. So with this, we have successfully set up an entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Zoho Forms and our action as Apollo. So that whenever we are going to receive new form submission through our Zoho Forms, then automatically using the details, a new contact is going to be created in our Apollo account. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create Apollo.io contact on Zoho Form submission. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now, if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.